Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Aimless Podcast. Today, we have another big guest for us today. We have our boy Alex. How introduce yourself, my boy?
Hello, everyone. My name is Alex, and I'm somehow an esteemed guest on this podcast.
Yep.
Nah, trust me, dude. Like I said, pretty much after we've gotten Alex on, we've pretty much gotten the majority of our friend group in. But yeah, I mean, shit. You guys have heard of him before. He was the guy who lost his car during the flood in Elizabeth that one time.
Yeah,
Um,
the car that's now in like the Atlantic Ocean or something like that.
Funny story about that. I mean, I hate to start like this on Alex, but I remember, Jason, remember the day that happened. Instead of being supporting friends and being there by our friend's side, helping him during those tough times, we decided to make over 50 memes just clowning him about the car that he lost.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was so stupid because the funny part is it came out of nowhere because you literally were like, yo, you hit me up through Discord and you were like, you're like, bro, like you heard what happened to Alex. I'm like, yeah, man, that sucks. Like, it fucking sucks what happened to him and all that. And you were like, yeah, dude, but like, do you want to make like memes about it to kind of like troll with him? Dude,
Yeah,
I
dude.
that shit had me fucking screaming. But anyways, yeah, we
The
got
the
Alex
worst
here
part about,
today.
the worst part about that day when you guys sent me those fucking memes, like it was adding salt to the wound because I remember with me and my dad trying to look for a fucking car. I was being told, yeah, bro, the market now is a bitch because every car's like 10,000 over the market value of it. If you want to buy a used car, good luck. That's even harder right now. I'm like, so you're pretty much telling me I'm fucked for getting a car. He's like, yeah, pretty much. You're screwed unless you want to go out of state. I'm like, fuck. And then I'm hearing all these terrible news. I just looked down on my phone. I see memes from Jamox talking about Alex talking to his insurance company why his car's in the Atlantic Ocean. Alex's car scuba diving. Alex's car underwater. I was like, damn, bro. Like, why right now? All the time they're making fun of my car.
Wait, who's Shamox? Who's that?
You, you bitch. Oh yeah,
that's,
You
Jason.
dummy.
that's my gamer name. That sounded so dumb. Okay, anyway.
But hey, I mean, look on the bright side. You pulled up with a new car. It's Subi. What was it? 2020 or
2021.
2020? 2021. Exactly. Take a look at that. He's got like the newest
Bro.
car out of all of us.
But then again, like, dude, my old car, my 2016 Nissan, I fucking love that car. But that shit got us everywhere when I first got it.
No, it was a
That
classic. It was a classic.
Yeah.
too bad that bitch had to die from fucking dirty sewer water.
To
Oh
be
well.
honest, yeah, and now fishes are using it as a coral reef. All right, besides Alex's car, I actually learned something fucking hilarious. I was watching like a YouTube video the other day, and Jason, you know who Matthew McConaughey is, right?
Yeah, the guy from Wolf of Wall Street and Interstellar, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Okay,
Great
okay.
actor. Shout outs to him and all that. I bring him up specifically because I know he's like one of your top favorite actors. Yours too, Alex, if I'm not wrong.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so interesting little fact. He was doing an interview with some guy, right? And the interviewer or the person who was doing the interview on him brought up this question, and he was like mentioning how apparently Matthew McConaughey's dad, right? Do you guys want to know how he died? It is the
Yeah, I'm actually
Yeah.
interested.
it was the funniest thing. Look, so this is what happened, right?
Oh.
One day his dad, I forgot his name. You guys could look it up and
Wait,
fact
that
check me.
he said it's funny that he died?
I mean, shit. You'll see why it's funny. All right. Obviously, I
Oh
don't
no.
wish death upon no one, but
Oh no. Okay,
this
go
is what
go go.
happened, right? So it was a late night. Him with his wife or McConaughey's mom. They were both like in bed, and what happens in bed between two lovers? They start like getting it on, right? They're doing it, whatever. And then right when McConaughey's dad like fucking busts, right? He literally busted one, right? And then he kind of like slumped over on top of his wife. And his wife was like, damn, big boy, did I wear you out? And then because like he completely knocked out, right? And she was like, damn, like this bomb ass pussy really got him, huh? And so
Oh.
then she starts looking at him. He starts slumped over, and she's like, "Oh shit, he's not moving." So she puts like her hand over his like heart, trying to get a pulse or whatever. There's no fucking pulse, and she
Oh.
takes it. Bro, he literally died right on top of her after he busted. He died of a heart attack.
What?
That's such a Chad way of going out, in my opinion. Like, you died
Easily
after
the
busting after
chattest
one more
fucking
time.
the best way to go out, man. Chattest thing in the world, bro.
Dude,
But shit had me
I
screaming. Just
uh,
imagine that, bro. Just imagine that. Like you're in bed, or like let's say this is your first go at it, right? You're gonna lose your V card that night, and then right as you bust, you just fucking knock out, and that's it. You're gone. What a
I
fucking
would
way.
I would prefer that than dying in my sleep, to be honest.
I mean,
It's a very peaceful way to go.
Hell
they're
yeah.
both like the best ways to go out in my opinion. But like, damn, just imagine like you, for example, say you're doing it for the first time in your life, you finish, then you just fucking have a heart attack and die then and there. Like not even a second time you could ever do it. That's mad sad. But
Word.
I applaud you. He went out. He went out a good way.
No, he's a Chad for that. Absolute Chad. What a way.
So, for now, our next segment, we're gonna talk about what is it? Funny deaths.
Oh, just because of what I brought with McConaughey?
Yeah.
I mean, screw it. I don't care. I mean, it's so like it's so bad to talk about people's deaths and stuff, but like I think we get a pass as long as it's funny and just use it as a
Oh
comedic
my
element.
god.
Obviously, I don't wish this upon anyone. No shit,
I'm
but
gonna send you guys a link, and just just start like I found it. It's just crazy ways people just died. It's
Oh, you
crazy.
found another one too? Because I had a couple too. Let me just open this one up too.
Yeah.
I love knowing how you try justifying someone's death by saying we get a pass because it's funny.
It's if it's funny, yeah. If it's something like natural causes, then like boo hoo, that's sad and shit. But you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I actually found a couple online too. I'm just gonna read them out uh
We'll discuss about it.
and yeah, we'll just discuss it. How you guys feel about it?
Go for
Okay,
it.
let's see. We got the first one. This guy's name was Hans. I'm not even gonna say the last name. It's just some guy named Hans.
Okay.
He was from
Okay.
Austria. He was famous for two things, right? One, having the world's longest beard, which was about 4 feet and 7 inches long. Christ
Oh
Almighty.
no.
What?
And the second thing, for dying due to his beard. So in 1567, there was a fire in his town, and from his haste, he forgot to roll up his beard. Jesus Christ, imagine that. Your beard's so big you had to fucking roll it up like a goddamn, I don't even know. Whatever. By accidentally stepping on his beard, he lost balance, stumbled, and died after falling and breaking his neck.
What the fuck?
Damn.
What a
I
way
mean,
to
like,
go, dude.
why would you want your beard to be so long to the point that you have to roll it up to do anything?
That's yeah,
Exactly.
nah, bro.
And considering, bro, this was back in like 1560s. Like there was no Guinness World Record. Who the fuck was he trying to like impress with these records?
No idea, bro.
Probably the ladies that like beards. But like, if he stepped on his beard, it means he must have been pretty fucking short. If he had to roll it up, thinking about it.
Man was probably like 3 foot tall.
Yeah, because he said it was a 4 foot tall beard, so he probably should have been pretty fucking short, kind of like Lewis. But like, damn.
Hey,
Damn,
yo.
chill. What's up,
Damn, are you
boy?
giving out shots in this episode or something? Like, what's going on here?
I mean, yeah, I'm in front of my car. I'm gonna go off in the squad now.
Anyway,
GG's.
I got a fact actually for like deaths. Apparently,
Okay, shoot us with it.
450 people die every year for falling out of their bed.
You said 450?
450
Yep,
people.
450 people.
Interesting. I might be one of those, dude. I don't know if you guys seen my fucking dorm, but like in my
Yeah.
in my dorm, dude, my bed is like suspended like 3 feet off the ground
Oh
for
my
some
God.
ungodly reason. Like
Shit.
every night I'm like low key tripping and I'm like, this might be the night I go out because it's so fucking tall and like off the ground that like one slip up and I just like roll over in bed the wrong way and boom, I'm falling to my fucking death. And GG's. But anyways,
There's another one that's there's this guy named Randy Lanes. I think I pronounced that right. That
Yeah.
got impaled by a swordfish.
dead ass. Oh,
Dead
fuck
ass.
off. Does it say
Dead.
where?
No, it just
No.
says his name and how he just died from a swordfish. He got impaled.
Jesus
It's like
Christ. Dude.
that's such a cartoonish way of dying if you think about it. A fucking swordfish killing you.
That's like something you see in like Tom and Jerry.
Yeah.
Something
Tom and Jerry,
kind of something I imagine from out of SpongeBob.
Christ almighty. Okay. Let's find another one that's pretty. Okay. Here's one literally labeled deodorant heart attack. Jesus.
What?
So what happened here was some guy named Jonathan Capewell from Oldham, England, became obsessed with smelling fresh and would cover his entire body in deodorant at least twice a day. He died in July 28th, 1998 from a heart attack after the deodorant gases built up in his body over months of repeatedly spraying himself in his unventilated bedroom.
Oh
Oh
god. So like
my
pretty
Wow.
much like pretty much all the chemicals killed him. That's the way to put it.
That's disgusting, man. Especially how much you want to bet he was using like fucking Axe or something.
Oh
Probably.
my god.
Oh my I just found something which you guys might want to like hear for like a funny way someone died.
Go
Go,
for
go,
it.
go.
I just looked it up and it's a call. It says someone one time died from pooping too hard.
Are you?
Supposedly this no yeah so called the way how this man died was from a fiber-rich diet, insensible cheese consumption, blah 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 blah. He pretty much was like he ended up getting called diffaction syncope or poop feigning, and he was holding his breath when trying to like take his shit, like turn to poop, and pretty much he tried too hard and ended up bursting blood vessel and died.
Christ
What
almighty.
the
Wait, did this say what
fuck?
year this was?
No, 2017.
Ooh,
Holy shit,
that's
it's
a
not even
recent.
that far ago.
So
Five,
5 years
five
ago.
years ago.
God damn.
Poor guy, bro.
Wait, if I'm not tripping, didn't Elvis Presley die in a toilet too?
Wasn't
Damn.
that from a heart attack or
I thought
drug
he.
overdose though?
I thought he died of a
I
heart attack. Yeah.
Yeah, but he was like in the toilet. Like he was on the shitter. He had like some kind of heart attack and he died like face up in the toilet. That was just a little tangent, but there you go. That's another famous death.
Elvis
Oh,
wasn't found on his toilet. He was several feet away from the toilet. That's what I just
he was
looked
still
up.
in the bathroom.
Yeah, he
Potato,
died.
potato.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
pretty
still
much
died in
died
the
in the
toilet in my
bathroom.
book.
Yeah.
Still died.
Yeah,
Okay.
Jesus.
So, this one's kind of funny, I guess. This is some. Oh my god, this is so
Yeah, go
dumb.
for it.
Man ran over by his own vehicle.
Yeah, I saw that one. That shit had me crying when I first saw it.
How the fuck do you even accomplish that?
I get. This is my guess. Maybe like somebody forgot to put their car in park, and like they had to go check something in the front, and
Or
I guess
back, probably.
the car started moving, I guess, and ran him over. I guess that's how it happened. I don't know.
Jesus, what a terrible way to die. Uh I'd still prefer to die while having sex over that shit.
Anything, bro. Anything.
Any day of the week.
It's a good.
I got a crazy one right here from let's see. So apparently this one, an 18-year-old Cameron, I'm not even gonna say the last name, from Orlando, Florida, was riding inside of a shopping cart while holding onto an SUV in March 2008. The
Oh my
cart's
god.
wheels struck a speed bump in the shopping center parking lot at 42 miles per hour when he overturned. Cameron's body hit the pavement of the parking lot and he died shortly after.
Well, you said Florida,
That's
right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, why does that not surprise me?
Yeah, not surprising, dude. Those motherfuckers down there, man, they are off something.
oh
Tell
Wait,
my
me this
god.
tell me this boy was in a shopping cart going 42 miles per hour, man. What
well,
the fuck?
yeah, of course.
It's like
It's
when we
had
did that
probably.
one time.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up to back in Sharper
Bring it up. Bring it up.
when I had you Charlie go on the thing, and I was like just making you like run on it, and you almost fell.
Yeah, but those
Oh yeah, I
guys are like
remember that shit.
crazy. They connected the shopping cart to the fucking car or something, right?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then he hit a speed bump and fucking literally
Dude,
overturned himself.
yeah, his fucking head should have smacked the fuck out of the asphalt, and he really died immediately.
Yeah.
Jesus,
Damn.
man, what a way to go.
I learned
Wait,
this in physics, I think, actually, from I forgot his name, but
Was it Mr. Williams?
no, it was
Mi-
not Williams. Oh no,
Mr.
no,
Mr.
biology,
Matthews.
biology. It was in
Oh,
11th
what?
grade. The guy with the beard, you know what I'm talking about?
I remember what
Oh
you're
yeah,
talking about.
half face.
Yeah, but apparently you can die by drinking too much water.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
pretty
I'm
much like
pretty sure you could.
you pretty much drown yourself because drink too much water goes into your lungs, and you well that's from pools, never mind. But you can pretty much drink too much water and like drown yourself from the inside out.
I'm pretty sure anything too much could kill you. Like if you eat too much like cookies or if you have sex too many times or something like that. I also heard if
Like
you
it
jerk off too many times, you could low key die.
That ass.
word.
Oh shit.
Yeah, a
Oh
guy one time did it like 75 times, and it's the limit 74.
Christ almighty.
Like, how lonely are you to do 75 times in one
Wait,
day?
you said in a day?
Yes, in a day. A guy did it like 75 times on Valentine's Day, and like I don't know how did he do it so much. After like 2 3 times, that shit hurts.
Holy
fuck.
fuck, man. He was probably jerking off blood at that point.
You can
Jesus
Words.
Christ.
also die by eating too many carrots, which is interesting.
Yeah,
But yeah,
That
Yeah,
shit was
like
that's what I
that shit
mean.
was deadly.
anything.
I feel like anything at that point, like anything in overconsumption could literally cause your death. I feel like.
Wait to go. When you guys think of like classic white people high school movies, what do you guys think about when it comes to like bullying? Yeah, think about wedgies, right?
Sure.
A guy back in 2013 in McLeod, Oklahoma, died by an atomic wedgie. And if you don't know
Atomic
what
wedgie.
That's a
yeah,
cool way to
if
go.
you don't know what if you don't know what an atomic wedgie is, pretty much is like someone pulls you from your underwear, right, and puts
Right.
it over your fucking head, and this guy died from that.
Oh my God, he died. He
Jeez.
probably died of the sheer embarrassment.
No, supposedly, from what I'm reading correctly, is he died because the underwear was like so tightly like stretched and went over his head that pretty much it was tightened around his neck and he like suffocated and died.
Oh my
Jesus, dude,
god,
what the fuck?
dude.
Imagine
Oh,
being the
and the
bully who did that.
yeah, it says it right here. The bully received a 30-year sentence for having killed him like this
I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's still at the end of the day like literal manslaughter,
Yeah.
in the worst way
involuntary, but
possible.
There's
yeah.
another one. There's another one that's just like kind of dumb. Some guy died by placing a firework on top of their head.
Oh God.
Well, you're just asking for it at that point.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
that's,
saying,
that's
bro.
it
Like
sounds so stupid.
some of these deaths are like just people being really dumb. Like
Dumb.
there's this one where I'm like, wow. It's somebody got stabbed during an argument over a game of Ludo.
The fuck is Ludo?
It's kind of like Sorry, I'm pretty sure. I think.
It's just like a board game.
It's a board game.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh, yeah. I
apparently
see. Yeah, it's
somebody
it's a
stabbed.
literal board game.
Christ Almighty.
In the age range for the game is 3+. So this mother, he's more immature than a fucking 3-year-old.
Yeah. Oh my god. That's fucking wild.
Dude, there's so many ways to go out. Jesus Christ. This just opens your mind about like literally anything could take your life, man. Fucking
No,
hell.
what's it called? Speaking of that, like something like this isn't the funniest, but kind of like a sad one if you think about it. Is someone who works in a waste management place, right? Like for water and shit like that. But
Yeah.
the way how this person died is they tripped over the railing and fell into a giant batch of shit, like poop, and he pretty much suffocated. He couldn't get out, so he suffocated inside of crap. That's so sad to go.
That's
Hatred
fucking
terrible.
that's a terrible, absolutely terrible way. Terrible and disgusting way to go out. Christ Almighty.
Yeah.
Extremely. Goddamn.
How about we continue now, because I feel like we've said so many ways people have died that this might turn into like a goddamn mortality episode or some shit.
Yo, word, yeah. Next topic, we're actually gonna talk about like weird facts, right? This
Hell yeah, no, I'm down. Yeah, anything. We've already been talking about weird shit all day, so
hell yeah.
I am weird.
Okay,
Weird fact.
so this one I pulled up. There's a company that turns dead bodies into an ocean reef.
is that company called Amazon?
I wouldn't be surprised, but I
Honestly, wouldn't be surprised. Would not be
Oh,
surprised.
the company
Bezos is so close
No,
to becoming one
Eternal
of those
Reefs.
The
evil
company-
supervillains.
Yeah,
Eternal Reefs.
like there you are.
It's called.
Oh
that.
wait, so they turn the bodies into like coral reefs? You said?
Yeah, supposedly to like not to like recycle, but like kind of to like help like the actual coral reef to like, keep like living because of all the pollution and crap like that.
No, yeah. I mean, how does that even work out? Because I know, for example, like when you get your driver's license, you're given the option of being like an organ donor or whatever, which you pretty much give up your organs to science or whatever.
Yeah.
Is there like an option on that thing where it says instead of organ donor, it says become coral reef or some shit?
No,
I could
but
imagine.
dude, you just reminded me of a story I heard a couple years ago. That shit is like it's always so funny to me to think about. Like you know how you said like when you die, you have the thing that says organ donor, right?
For sure.
Pretty much what a guy did is once some guy's mom passed away, and the mom said she wants her body to be donated for science to like help research and shit like that for other people, right?
Yeah.
What this guy didn't know is that the hospital in which he donated his mom's body to sold her body to the military, to the U.S. military for like $500, and they strapped her into a car and exploded her to test out a new bomb.
Holy shit! What the?
What the
How's that even
fuck?
legal? What the fuck?
Dude, it's shady shit, but it's our military. They don't give a fuck about us. Just
Oh,
imagine
this
finding
poor
out your
lady.
mom. Just imagine your mom who wanted to donate herself to science to help people was just actually strapped to a car and exploded.
Christ almighty. What a way to go. What a way to go.
There's another pretty cool fact I'm reading here. There's a Lego bridge in Germany that you can walk across.
A bridge made out of like entirely Legos?
Pretty sure, yeah.
Dude, I would just be if I was on that bridge, I'd just start if there was like a crowd of people around me, I'd just start jumping on it and just trying as hard as possible to fucking break it and see people running around.
I feel like if you were to actually break the bridge, you would actually hear like the Lego pieces, like the sound effect, like everything just falling.
Honest to
That's
God.
my.
Oh my god.
You got any other facts out there?
There's one I saw. Oh yeah. Umbrellas were once only used by women.
Well, yeah, that makes sense because back in like the royal times, suppose it was like a sign of like, I think only women should do like hide their face or something like that, or I'm thinking of something else.
Yeah.
But something for royalty, if I'm correct.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, royalty. Back in the day, man, if you were royalty, you literally had everything. Everyone else just was treated like literal shit.
It's so cool. Also, speaking of royalty, you know how like today, like a lot of people talk about toxic masculinity and crap, like they'd be like, "Oh, men shouldn't wear makeup or heels." Funny enough, back in the with royalty and kings, the kings would wear makeup to like make themselves like really pale white, right? They will
Yeah.
wear heels to make themselves look taller, and like they will wear wigs to like show off like their power and money because wigs were really expensive. And also, the color purple is why everyone considers it like a royalty colors because if I remember correctly, it was like a really rare pigment because it could only be found from like sea snails or something like that, like some purple animal in the ocean. So it was like really hard to like get. That's
No,
why,
I remember hearing about that because yeah, purple's usually associated with like loyalty and shit.
and that's why because it was so expensive, only like kings could have it.
Fucking hell. There you go. Learn something new. Everyone here is learning something new today.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
If you know all this, you're weird.
Very.
Oh my, yo, you know how you guys were talking? You know how in the beginning of this podcast we were talking about how someone died from sex, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
A fun fact I just found right now is you're more likely to get a computer virus from visiting a religious website than a porn site.
Straight up.
Yeah, so
What?
imagine you could actually find I'm not gonna read the whole thing because it's pretty fucking long. But supposedly, like around 115, like 115 websites, like religious website, like end up getting security threats and like hacking and stuff like that. So like you got viruses compared to porn, which only got like 25. So
Holy shit.
it's
So
it's
if
safer
I'm
to
re- if
bust one in
I'm
porn.
so if I'm reading between the lines here, if I want to see the milfs that are 5 miles in my area that are close by, I go to a religious site rather than Pornhub.
Yeah, it's closer.
Shit, say less.
Bet. Anyway, I found a pretty interesting one. I have two actually. This one's like kind of lame, but I have another like pretty scary.
You're
one,
kind of lame.
actually.
My bad.
You don't have to do me like that, bro.
I'm just kidding. Relax.
So, you blink about 20 times per minute.
You know, it's funny
And-
because after you said that, I just started blinking like crazy.
Me too. I was about to say that right now.
no word. Like it's kind of weird. Like if you mention like yawning or somebody yawns, you also yawn as well as like if you say like, oh, I'm blinking, something with blinking, you tend to like blink a lot more. It's kind of cool.
I'm gonna
sound like
actually say something. Is there something weird with me? But like every time like I yawn and like it's got to be like a really powerful yawn, like one of those like really strong yawns. But like
Yeah.
after I yawn, I literally start crying. I don't know if that's. I swear to God.
No,
Like, dude,
I don't cry. I tear up.
no, I cry. Like I legit
You
start tearing my ass up. Like I start crying.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
That's why,
yeah.
and dude, it's funny because there was a time when like I did this fucking massive yawn in like I think it was like a chem class or whatever in high school. And then I remember after class, my teacher pulled me aside and he was like, "Were you smoking?" Because my eyes were so fucking red. And I was like, "Nah, sorry, professor. I started yawning." He just gave me the most stupidest stare. Like, what the fuck is wrong with this kid?
I've never heard of that before.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if there's anyone else who has this condition, please let me know, because so I won't feel like a fucking outcast, even though I already do. But
This one's like, this fact is scary. You ready?
better make
pretty
me
sure
shiver my timbers.
There's a 1 in 3 chance, so 33% chance, that the police will never identify your killer if you were murdered in the United States.
You see, it's funny. I've heard that one before.
Dude,
Really?
that's
Yeah.
fucking, that's bad.
That just
if you think
shows.
about it.
That just shows how shit our police fucking
Oh, it's cool.
is out
Wait,
here.
not just the United States. Like you know how like a while ago we were talking about like suicide rates and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Supposedly Japan, according to what I read though, Japan has like such a high suicide rate, quote unquote, is because supposedly when the Japanese police can't actually find someone's killer, they just rule it that's a suicide. But in reality, it isn't. Like you can easily tell they were murdered, but they just give up and rule it a suicide to close the
Oh,
case.
that's fucked up.
That is
What the
fucked up.
hell?
Yeah.
What the hell?
Dude, but not talking about America, like since you're speaking about that, I can actually like kind of prove that in a way because I remember hearing I was like listening to a crime documentary over like a serial killer or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and I remember he was charged for the deaths of three people, right? Confirmed three people, right? But he
Yeah.
gave up those identities himself because he wanted to get the death penalty because he just wanted to kind of like, no, was it the death penalty? Might have been life in prison, whatever. But he wanted to be away and just be locked up so he wouldn't be have to suffer anymore in like reality or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I remember the reason he gave up those crimes was because, like I said, he wanted to get thrown in jail. Like he wanted to 100% solidify himself in jail. But he gave up that information. And when the cops pressed on him, he only gave up those three. But by the way he was acting, it was almost as if he had like hundreds more like that he could have mentioned off. But since they already charged him for those three and threw him in jail for life, he just stayed quiet.
Oh my
So
god.
Yeah,
like
I've heard
those
about that
100
before.
people
I
that
also did.
quote unquote he may have killed, they don't even know where the fuck they are, who they are. It's just like, and that guy's already dead, so like they can't even like push him for answers. Like that's actually crazy.
I've also heard
Yeah.
like serial killers saying, "Oh, I know friends," or not like I heard this like somewhere, but I heard like I guess like I think it was like a gang documentary that people knew like gang members knew people that killed like hundreds of people and they never got caught, and they're probably still out here today. Still.
It's wild, dude. Like it's some of the shady business going on out here, man. I swear to God. That's why that fact that you just said doesn't even like surprise me because just the sheer amount of deaths and like murders that these people must have done that go uncovered is absolutely wild.
That's so cool. Yeah, and also actually going off what you said about like the cops like being asked and like not caring enough or like just like quitting. It reminds me of a story I read a while ago too, which just kind of sounds like I'm kissing at this point. But a guy's sister was like pretty much murdered, right? And all
Yeah.
they had to do to prove like who the murderer was a bit of DNA evidence, which they didn't want to do, right?
Mhm.
So like years passed by, and like the brother pretty much said, "Fuck it, I'll admit I killed her." And the way to prove it was they decided to take his DNA evidence and try to like match it. But guess what? It was someone else, and then they found the actual killer. So if the brother didn't like falsely admit to like killing her, they would have never found who the actual killer was.
That's
Jesus
fucking
Christ, dude.
crazy. Jesus.
It's all crazy. I mean, there's also stories where like something that happened like I don't know the 70s, the 80s, there was a death or a murder. I mean, and then since at that time, forensic analysis shit was so like poor, like you couldn't really get DNA samples even if you tried. And then it would be like 40, 50 years later until they finally had like the right equipment and technology to take care of it and find the actual killer. Imagine being the fucking parent or the spouse or the brother of that kind of thing and had to wait 50 fucking years or so just to find out finally who killed. Like that's traumatizing, man. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
and
Yeah.
mostly because they were just too lazy to do it. Like it wasn't gonna benefit them. That's the reason why they don't want to do it. That's like so like fucked up.
Yeah.
Supremely fucked up.
Now let's just get off the topic of that for a second. Let's go to another pretty disturbing fact, but like not like that. Our phones have 10 times more bacteria on it than an average public restroom.
That makes sense.
More
Then
than a
think
public
about it.
restroom, bro?
More than a average public restroom.
I mean,
Average.
it does make sense because think about it. Your hands be touching everything known to mankind. Then you go on your phone and touch it. So it does make sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
Nah, I feel you. I think even more nastier than public restrooms though are like the fucking porta potties, bro. I don't know if you guys
Oh
ever seen those shits or
no,
like
yeah, I've
ever
seen
even
those
had to
shits.
take a dump. Bro, I swear to God, like I know for example, I think the last time I had to use like a porta potty was I was in Long Island, right? For
Yeah.
like a charity event for like my uncle. And it was like out in like a field or whatever. So there's like no public restrooms. So I guess they rented out like fucking porta potties or whatever. Dude, when I tell you stepping into that shit, man, it literally feels like the shittiest experience inside there. Cause like,
Because the
I,
smell is stuck in there.
there's just something about it that smells so fucking terrible. Like it just feels like a disease when you walk in there, dude. I'm sorry. It's so nasty. I would never wish even my worst enemies to be like locked up in a porta potty or something, man.
Damn.
Fucking
Yeah. What the fuck?
But I mean,
I
shit.
have a story actually.
About
So
porta potties.
yeah, so this was actually the day I went to Six Flags with my like online friends and stuff.
Okay.
And literally, so like me, Joey, and Christian got there first, right?
Ew.
Shout out to Christian.
Shout out to
Fuck
Christian,
Christian.
yeah. Damn.
Fuck you,
what the-
Christian.
Oh, okay. And so we were walking towards, Christian I think had to go like pee or something, and I followed him, right? But the porta potty was far away, so we walked over there. I shit you not, we could smell that shit from like 10 feet away. And when Christian opened the door, he almost threw up. And I almost, dude, I almost threw up too. Like that shit, I never smelled anything more bad in my life, dude.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Like, oh my god, like Six Flags. If you're listening to me, please.
And we know that you are.
Clean your porta potties better, bro. Like, god damn.
Or just
shit.
get better. Or just get new porta potties. They'd be in the same ones. Like getting the
Specifically
fuck.
the one in New Jersey, Great Adventure, right? Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my story. Anyway, another disturbing fact I actually have right here. Or it's not really disturbing, it's actually kind of weird.
Go for it.
Walmart has a lower acceptance rate than Harvard.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like,
What?
damn. Yes.
So
Yeah.
like, wait, acceptance like getting accepted to work at Walmart?
I guess so, yeah.
It's harder to get a job at Walmart than it is to be accepted to fucking Harvard.
That can't be
that's-
fucking true.
Maybe that's why
I
I get
doubt it
rejected from
too.
Walmart.
I honestly doubt it too, but
You know how many homies I know that work at Walmart that are fucking stupid as hell?
I mean,
There's
fucking know someone in there.
way, man. There's no way. I mean, I guess if you have a connection, like your friend's the manager or something, but like, what that can't be true. Harvard is like held on a fucking pedestal.
Harvard has always been like one of the top 5 universities on the planet. Imagine being told, yes, you should get into Harvard than fucking Walmart. Of any place ever.
Damn, dude. Shout out to Walmart then. Goddamn.
This one's fucking creepy. This is the last one I was saying to like you guys want to say any other more or any more. By the time you show symptoms of rabies I think it's called.
Yeah.
It's already too late.
Really?
Yep. Rabies is
So like
honestly
too late, like
really
as in you're
dangerous.
dead?
Pretty much, I guess. Yeah.
Holy hell.
Yeah,
You know, that
rabies
actually
is-
reminds me,
It is dangerous.
rabies has a very similar thing to like radiation poisoning then. Cause like I saw a video online, right, where some guy had touched like a metal that was like that went through some kind of like nuclear explosion or whatever. And it's like the little tiniest fucking metal, right? Like not even like really small. He brings it with him and he kept it under his jacket pocket, really close to like his body or whatever. And what happened was he pretty much he had it exposed to his body for a little too long. And even just having it on his body for like, I don't know, like let's say 10 minutes already secured his fate. Like he was already dead and he didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Within like less than a week he died from like kidney failure or whatever.
Did you get that from Mr. Bond?
Yeah, I did actually.
Of
Dude,
course.
Yeah, I was about to say. I literally just thought, watch this.
That fucked me up, man. I'm like, Jesus, like imagine that you get that kind of stuff like radiation poisoning or whatever, and at that point you're dead. Like you really can't do anything. Like there's no cure, there's no medicine, nothing.
Like your literal fate is sealed. Like it's set in stone.
Guys,
There's
rabies,
nothing doctors can do, man. Holy
make
crap.
sure, like, because rabies is like, if you ever see like a stray cat or like a stray like animal, like a deer, they can have rabies. So you gotta be real. Like, if like one of them bites you or anything like that, you gotta like
I'll bite it back.
you probably should go to a hospital immediately, like a stray animal if it bites you, because it could have
I
rabies.
mean,
Especially cats. I heard cats have like rabies a lot at times.
And I have a cat, and mine's a giant fucking douchebag, so I understand why you would say that.
Jesus Christ.
Bro, cats are assholes, bro. I love them and all, but they are fucking assholes. They act like they're the kings of everything. Like, cats can be so quiet, right?
Mhm.
But when they want to make noise, bro, they make more noise than dogs. I'm being dead ass.
Jeez.
Really, more than dogs?
Dude, no, it's something about them. Like they can be so quiet, but as soon as they start yelling, it's like a microphone, bro. Not like a loudspeaker. You hear it no matter where you are.
I mean,
It's really annoying.
well, I believe you considering, you know, you have a cat and all that.
What the fuck? I don't even want to say it. I'm not gonna even say this one. That's just
You
fucked
gotta
up.
say it now. You gotta say
Nah.
it
Yes,
now.
you have to
Why?
say.
It's
Yes, you
fucked
brought it up.
up. It's so fucked
You
up.
brought it up.
Okay,
Is it like
fuck.
demonetized worthy
It
or
might. No, it might like just scar people. I don't know.
screw it, man? Screw it. You gotta throw it in. The viewers want to know.
All right.
Yes.
If you don't want to get a scarred, skip like 20 seconds or a minute. I don't know. Piglets who are too sick or small, so like baby pigs, are
Sure.
killed by being slammed headfirst onto concrete floors.
Yeah, I know about that.
Dude,
How the
that's
fuck
not.
do you know about that?
Yeah, how do you know
So-
this shit?
In Ecuador, someone on the farm told me about it. Like, how do you like? My uncle, he has a farm, right? In Ecuador, he told me about like, look, like one time he got a pig. Suppose he was too small or sick, and it was gonna die. So he put it as mystery by just slamming its head on the concrete. But one time, but dude, a fact I actually wanted to talk about, but we ended up changing like the things was. I read that in Switzerland it's illegal to own a guinea pig because it's considered like a social animal or person, and it can be victims of abuse. And here I was thinking in my head, then they would hate Ecuador because me and Charlie being Ecuadorian and being from the mountain areas, we have thing called cuy or guinea pig, which we eat. So damn, we would be considered like illegal or like over there in fucking Switzerland because it's cruel to own one or kill one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, we'd be blacklisted over there.
I have
Yeah.
one more.
All right, go for it.
A serial killer known as the Soap Maker turned her victims into bars of soap and tea cakes.
What the?
Dead ass. What the fuck?
And I just
probably-
googled her right now.
Was she hot?
Yes, we're saying that.
She's like a 2
I'm
out
just
of
kidding.
10. Send it.
The soap killer, right?
This happened in Italy, and this is probably around like.
Oh, so your
19
home country.
Oh, wow, she's kind of ugly.
Damn.
Sorry.
But like the real question is, how good were those bars of soap?
I don't know. You gotta. Oh wait, she's dead. Never mind. You can't ask her.
Unfortunate. Guess the world will never know.
Maybe you could try it yourself.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Imagine they all had names. That'd be so fucking weird. Imagine the soaps had names of like the victims. Like one is called
Oh
Maria.
my god. Why
Like
the-
one is Maria. One is called fucking I don't know Joanna.
Jason.
Oh my god.
Dude.
One's called Jason Torciello.
Jason.
Holy fuck, man. I'd buy your soap, Jason. Don't worry.
And
No,
also,
it's like
one
a-
more fact: there are 6 U.S. nuclear weapons that are unaccounted for.
Yeah,
I'm
that
done.
one I read about. Yeah, the one I read about before.
Wait, were you gonna say, Alex?
No, do you know how you're talking about like this like the bars of soap had names, right?
Yeah.
I remember like Peter, like some vegan shit posting talking about would you buy in a cow like or meat from a cow that has your name on it? And someone commented, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll probably be looking for my name on it. I was like, dude, just imagine like in a
That's
grocery
sick.
trying to buy like a steak.
Oh,
Imagine
kind of like
trying
the
to buy
Coca-Cola
steak.
bottles, right?
Yeah. Like you're gonna buy something, you're like, okay, I'm looking for Alex. Ah, found you, Alex.
Cook that bitch up medium rare.
Word. Or I'll just fuck it up. Who knows?
Shout out to our vegans, by the way. We're not trying to disrespect.
I am.
Yeah.
Fuck you. I'm gonna get a steak after this.
All right, this is Alex's
Damn.
last episode. So now
Okay.
I'm just playing. All right. How about I think we've said enough interesting facts. I'm sure everyone has broadened their knowledge now. I say we
Yeah.
jump into some funny stories, man. Screw it. Anything y'all got on the floor.
All right. Whoever. I'm not gonna go first, but Alex, if you wanna.
Why? Why the fuck? Do I have to
Dude,
go first again?
Yeah, I look at nothing like funny cause to mine. 'Cause the only story I can really think about is just losing my car, bro. Because I remember my dad was like just yelling at me, and I'm like, he's like, dumbass, go outside and move that car right now. I'm like, bro, the water's already moving it by itself. It's like a little sailboat on the water. Like,
Oh, I got a funny story actually.
You want to go first then?
Yeah, I'll go first. This literally happened like probably a week or two ago. So,
Go for it.
what's it called? Yeah. So me and Ismail and his friend Casper. Well, I guess he's my friend now. So
Oh
we were
my
all like,
god! I know.
yeah, you know where I'm getting with this already.
Yes, I know. I know where the story's going.
So, I was like laying in bed, right, tired. I think Ismail calls me. He's like, "Yo, what's good? Can me and Casper come over?" I'm like, "Bet." But here's the thing, right? The last time Ismail and Casper came over, we pretty much smoked and shit, and but Ismail threw up like a lot, and I had to clean it all up and shit. It was
In your room?
in Joey's room, and it was kind of a mess, you know.
Shout out, Joey.
Yeah, so
Fucking loser.
that's fucked up. Next time, Ismail, and keep in mind, like, that was when Casper and Ismail were both over. We were watching, like, a movie, And yeah, that's when it happened. But he's all good now. But the next time he comes over, which I was laying in bed, tired, he calls me. Then he comes over. Um, I'm like, I think I was like playing video games, right? And I think we were high again, like all of us. So, literally,
Ow.
um, yeah, Ismail kept eating and taking hits. I'm like, dude, you're gonna throw up again. Like, like, please stop. And he's like, dude, don't trust me. I'm good. I'm all good. Then, I'd say 15 to 20 minutes after he said that, he started doing it again. He's
Like throwing up and shit.
he had like the
Yeah.
face of like I'm about to fucking throw up. And I shit you not, when he started throwing up, I left the room, closed the door, cause like I was high. I got paranoid. I just laid in my bed like scared. And Joey, since he was sober, he had to clean it up this time. And I swear to God, he was throwing up for a solid 30 minutes, bro. Like
Oh my
I heard
god.
for like 30 fucking minutes, bro.
Oh
That's
god.
that's
No,
something else.
but Jason, you actually forgot the best part of the story.
Wait,
What
what?
pretty much happened was the first time when Ismail threw up was he threw up in Joey's trash can, which is like a little thing he has next to his bed. But think about the trash can, it has a lot of holes, so Joey tends to keep like plastic bags on it.
Yeah.
The first time he threw up in that. The second time he also threw up in it. But what we forgot to say was that there was a fucking hole in that little bag which no one knew about. So all of Ismail's throw up was just leaking through the hole in Joey's poor floor, and he had to clean everything
Oh
up.
Jesus Christ, that's fucking disgusting, bro. Shout out Joey though.
Oh,
Bro, I would
Jesus
make him clean
Christ.
it up, bro. I would make Ismail clean it up, that nasty
Oh, and
bastard.
Joey had to clean up the whole thing too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, come on, man.
Because
Nah,
remember,
that's
he was the only sober one, and Jason left the room.
Yeah, I
oh
said it earlier. Like
fucking
literally,
hell.
Joey had to clean the whole thing up. I felt so bad for
Oh
him.
hell no, dude. I'd be tripping balls if that shit happened in my room.
Yeah,
Word.
that shit. That was fucked up that day. But anyway, that's my
That's your story, yeah?
Yeah, that's my story.
That's a good one. That's gonna be a tough one to top. Not that it's a competition or anything, but
Shit.
I'm gonna go. It's funny, but also embarrassing. So I'm also gonna be shooting myself in the foot again, as if I already haven't. But
Word.
okay. So this is another story that happened to me. I want to say about 5 or so years ago. It was when I was in Ecuador, right? It was like my second time going over there because, like, family and all that over there.
Mhm.
And I remember I had to sleep in my aunt's room because we didn't have like a second bedroom for me at the moment. So she set up like a little air mattress with like, the covers, the sheets, pillows, or whatever. And so I start taking a nap. I go to sleep there, whatever. Shit's going fine. And then out of nowhere, I would say roughly around 3 or 4 in the morning, I start getting a dream, right? But it felt like a completely different kind of dream, right? Almost like I almost want to say it was like a lucid dream. So like I'd say this was probably my first quote unquote lucid dream. But what happened was in this dream, I was dreaming about me sleeping, if that makes sense. But then I woke up and I had this sudden urge to have to go take a piss. Yeah. So in the dream, I literally see myself get up, get out of the bed. My aunt and my uncle are still sleeping in their bed. So I try to like tiptoe towards the bathroom because they had like a bathroom in their room. So I start making my way towards the bathroom, go towards it, open the door, lift up the toilet seat and start doing my business or whatever. And no bullshit, as soon as I start doing my business and start, literally peeing or whatever,
Wake
something
up.
feels off. Something feels really off. You know what I mean?
Uh-oh.
And I'm starting to notice it. I'm like, what the fuck? Like it didn't feel right. Something did not feel right. And before I knew it, I started feeling really uncomfortable and warm, right?
Oh no.
Oh god.
And I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, keep in mind, in this dream, it felt like I was already awake. Everything, I had already woken up, and I was gonna just take a piss because I had to go. But all of a sudden, I start feeling really weird, and before I fucking know it, I wake up, and I'm like, oh shit, was that just a dream? Whatever. Like, that's a really weird dream to have. But the feeling didn't go away. I still had that really weird feeling. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck happened? So then I kind of like stand up out of my bed because I'm like tripping. I pull off the sheets and I literally pissed the fucking bed, bro. I
Oh god.
pissed all over that shit. And I'm like, scratching my head like, what the fuck? Like, how did I piss? Literally, I dreamed about pissing and it happened in reality. Like, it was
Nah,
so
bro.
lucid. It felt like I was literally getting out of bed and going to the bathroom when in reality, I was still knocked out in bed and just decided to fucking piss one right in the in the fucking sheets. Dude, I started tripping so hard because those were expensive sheets, my guy. Those were not cheap. They were like silk sheets, my guy. And I felt so because what I did next, right? Because I didn't want to be labeled the fucking bedwetter from my family. Because my aunt, she's one of those people who really like post everything
Gossips.
on fucking yeah, especially gossip, man. If she got hold of that stuff, told my folks, told the entire family would know I was a fucking bedwetter, man. And I was like,
And
this was five
that will
years ago.
stick
So I
with
was
you
like, what,
forever.
15? Exactly. It would stick with me forever. So I grabbed the sheets, I grabbed all that stuff, chucked that bitch in the fucking laundry and like, in the wash, just run it up, get it all done. And keep in mind, I'm doing this at like 4 or 5 in the morning, bro, before anyone else
Uh,
wakes up. And it was such a mission to get it all done and cleaned and all that shit. It was one of the most embarrassing moments in my life. It's just besides the other one I told about a couple episodes ago. This is up there for me, man. It fucked
yeah.
me so bad, bro. So bad.
Jesus Christ. That's
Not my
Damn.
highest point. Not my highest point. I can
was
tell you
that
No,
that.
wait, that was
dude.
in Ecuador? Or
Yeah, and that's the even worst part. I was in Ecuador. I wasn't even at my crib.
oh my god.
Dude, you were in a family's house, bro, and if they heard it, being Hispanic, bro, if someone in your family hears something or gossips, everyone in your family will know, and that will like forever stick with you no matter what you do. Like that nickname will stick with you forever.
Oh nah, it'd be a running joke at every family party.
Yo,
It'd be
Exactly.
GG's for me.
damn.
But yeah,
So
there
go.
you go. There's my story.
Alright, Alex, this is the final story. Take it away.
Okay, well, no, technically my final story happened on Friday, but like to like get to the story, I kind of want to quickly talk about like how I lost my fucking car and then getting the new car and up to what happened yesterday. If y'all don't mind, real quick.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it.
What pretty much happened was in September 1st of 2021, literally a couple months ago, it was my first day of college, or my first day of my second year of college, and my second semester, my sophomore year, pretty much. It was like a normal day. I pull up in my car. I was like mad happy talking about I have my car. I don't need to take the bus like these losers or Uber shit like that. I was so happy like parking and going up to my classes. It was like I said, the first day it all went well. I liked all of my professors. My classes were easy. Everything was. I said this would be a good semester for me. So I went home. I was told there's gonna be a lot of rain this day. I was like, oh well, it happens. But my mom said, "Hey, let's go to Walmart real quick so we could buy your uncle a present because we're celebrating his birthday like today since we couldn't before." I said, yeah, no problem. We bought him a present. We go to my back to the house, and my sister says, "Mom, we probably shouldn't go visit our uncle because it's raining a lot, and I'm scared it's gonna be flooded today." Mom said nothing's gonna happen. It never floods where we're at. In most parts, like 1 or 2 inches, nothing bad. So we said, my mom's like, Alex, let's go either way. So me and my mom used to want to go visit my uncle. And in visiting my uncle, I dropped him off and I was looking for parking. By the time I parked, I'm being that ass. The water was like reaching like halfway up my foot. So it's getting kind of like flooded. I'm like, so quickly went inside my aunt's house. I tell my mom, yo, it's starting to flood a little bit out there. We should probably like get out or go back home. Mom's like, nothing's gonna happen. Everyone in the family was saying nothing's gonna happen. I said, whatever, right?
As they always
And
do.
hitting the worst part. And like less than an hour after I told him he should probably head out, outside the water was like at least like 2 feet of water already. Like it was flooding. It was in the Mora. But dude, like you could see from far away the cars were like being picked up from the water. People were like being stuck in the middle of the road because their cars were being flooded. Everything was
Yeah.
going to crap. So like, dude, I was like, fuck, it's being really flooded. I was scared for my car. Like shit, it's my car. I don't want anything to happen to it. But I was worried about what's my uncle's basement and stuff like that. Long story short is around like the peak of like this flood, it was like around 3.5 feet of water. So it was like pretty high up. And like I said before, my car was literally like floating in the water. I was hearing my car honk like crazy from like all the water getting in. It was like beeping like crazy. I'm like, damn, my car died. But the funny part is my car's name was Whitney Houston because Jason told me about something how when you name your car, it's like you name it after like the first female artist that comes up. And Jason was with me when I named her Whitney Houston because her song was playing.
Yes, sir.
And I remember at the top of my lungs, I yelled out, "Fuck, Whitney Houston died!" And my mom thought it was super funny for no reason. I'm like, one died from a drug overdose, one died from a flood.
Did you
And
tell him about the
Hmm?
part where we were gonna go to the gym that day?
Oh yeah, because at this point, me and Jason told me how he wants to start working out and going to the gym. And me knowing having experience working out before and wanting to go back, I said, perfect, let's go. The day before, on August 31st, he went to the gym. It was a good workout. Jason looking at Jason, I know he wanted to keep working out. I was like, perfect, I have a partner now. And the next day, the day of the flood, I was like, yo, Jason, you probably shouldn't go to the gym. It's like raining a lot and I don't feel like driving today. He said, no worry, bro, I understand. Dude, if I didn't tell you like we shouldn't go, we would have been stuck in the gym.
We were literally, we would have had to like sleep in the gym. It would have been that bad, dead ass.
Yeah, that's
That would
think
have been
about it.
that would have been a cool like little thing though. You know what I'm saying? Like just imagine
like
like
working,
we
like
have
to go
all
to
the
your
gym
gym.
to ourselves.
24-hour
Technically,
challenge at the gym.
Exactly.
technically our gym would have had a pool at that point. Technically, dirty ass pool, but it would have had a
And
pool.
what if like there was like bitches in there too that were also trapped, bro? We could have got late.
I mean, you were there, so there's a lot of hot bitches there that day.
Unfortunate, bro.
But
Hi,
whatever, right? And like I said, after my car was a total loss. It was flooded. It was not gonna work. It was disgusting, right? So whatever. I fought against the insurance. I got money back for the car, and after that, time came to look for cars. And I stated before, Jason and Charlie had this funny idea to somehow send me like 100 memes talking about my car being flooded, me arguing with insurance, me looking for like a new car and stuff like that. And it was at the worst moment too. Like they couldn't have waited 10 more minutes to send it. I was getting the worst news ever, and they're actually making fun of me. I was like,
as we
damn
do
it.
so well.
I was like, these motherfuckers.
Oh my
I was
god.
like, I remember I told you guys like, yo, like wrong time. Yeah, I said no. I was like, no, it's not. It kept sending me more. I'm like, damn.
If it makes you feel any better, it took us like 3 hours to do all of those.
Yeah,
In
Jason told me
fact,
that. I
on
was like,
our on the community post, I'll post one of the memes that I made with Alex, just so
Keep the other ones on the Patreon.
yeah. Ooh, we
ooh,
could,
That'd be a
yeah,
good thing to put
got,
in. Yeah,
I got an
right?
idea.
there was
Yeah.
so fucking many, man. We can make a whole museum out of that shit.
Yeah, you guys can make a whole book out of it. But whatever, right? Going back to the story, all said and done, after like a month of looking for a car and having to take an Uber or using my sister's car to get to school, I was like, damn, it's like I'm one of the losers now. I need someone to take me to school. But like, I ended up having to go out of state of Pennsylvania to get a car. And I have my current car now, which I absolutely fucking love.
Yeah, no,
But
your car is great. Your new
but
car
it's
is
like
great, bro.
now that I have this car, I can finally go to the story. Because back on Friday, Jason called me talking about, yo, Alex, we're hanging out later. Can you possibly pick up Joey? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, no problem. Let's go. I pick you up, Jason. We drive to Newark. We pick up Joey. And like leaving Newark to go to Ismail's new crib because he's moving out. So congrats to you, Ismail, if you're hearing this.
Hell
You know,
yeah.
the new crib finally moving out.
Yes, sir.
But what happened was, in the way back, getting out of Newark, there was like this giant pothole. I mean, it was like a foot deep, right?
I remember
It was in
this.
front of me.
Oh my
It was in
god.
front of me, and like this guy didn't see the pothole, so he hits the pothole, but it was so deep, like his car slammed it down. His tire came like jumping out, right?
Yep.
And his rim came out of his car, and she was like rolling away.
Yeah.
And
I
if
was.
I didn't, dude, you were in the passenger, you saw it with me, but like, dude,
Yeah.
if he didn't hit it, I would have hit it, and I would have fucked on my car, but whatever, right?
Yeah.
But whatever. That's not even like the funniest part. The funniest part was we were like driving. We were going in the parkway, right?
Yeah.
And then doing in the parkway, I remember Jason like the car was so quiet. We didn't say anything. I was just like looking at the GPS, driving. Joey was in the back, like being quiet with his headphones in. And Jason had his legs together, like his hands on his knees, like looking out to like a girl, right? In the movie. And Jason, I don't know why, out of the complete silence, looks at me, he's like, Alex, do I look like I get bitches? And I mean it, like I have never laughed so hard. I was like fighting back tears because it was the most random thing he could have said to me at this moment.
What did you answer him?
I didn't answer. I just laughed straight at his
He
face.
started
I was
laughing.
driving.
Yeah. He just
And
stopped laughing.
he kept telling me, why are you laughing? And I just kept looking at him and like looking back to her, I just kept crying of laughter because who says to their friend after like 10 minutes of silence, "Don't look like I get bitches"? I'm like, Jason, you already don't get bitches, so how are you gonna ask me if you look like you get bitches?
That's the type of shenanigans that go down.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
like one of the many stories we have.
No, wait. I don't think it was on the Parkway. I think it was on.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Was it on Route 22? I think.
No, we went from Route 22 to the to the interstate, the Parkway 22, like that. That's when you told me, like, I was merging in. You literally said, "Do I look like a bitches?" And I mean it. I was crying of laughter.
What made you say that? Like,
I
were
don't
you just
know.
having like an existential crisis in there or something?
I
No,
was
I
just
know.
thinking. I was just thinking,
No,
and I
Jason,
just wanted to break the silence. I guess I really don't remember.
no, Jason. I know. I know why. Because I remember when I first picked you up, I'm like, Jason, we get no bitches, especially you with how you're dressing. And then like later on, I think he remembered about it and he asked me this question. But like, dude, the way how Jason looked at me, it's not like like the meme of like Shrek where the donkey's looking at him but looking up, it looks kind of ugly. That's how Jason looked to me, and I just couldn't hold back laughter because Jason looked so like sad when I started laughing. He was like, "Why are you laughing at me?" And that shit only made me laugh even harder.
Oh my god, dude.
You know, I'm actually gonna bring a little side story, and sorry, Jason, but this is kind of exposing you a bit.
Go
But I
for it.
remember one time, Lewis, me, Alex, we were gonna go see this movie, right? I forgot what movie it was. Alex, you remember what it was?
Oh,
You know what I'm talking about, right?
it was fucking it too.
It was it too. Yep. It was chapter two, and I remember we all decided to meet up at the AMC theaters, you know, to go to
In
watch this
Linden.
movie, in Linden. And so Alex, me, and Lewis pull up in Alex's car, and I remember Joey took, it was him, Jason, and another friend named Diego. They all pulled up, and so we were gonna meet there, right? And so
I know where this
we
is going.
pull up. I remember, bro. Jason,
But
no,
no,
no, not Jason. My bad.
but
Wait, what's up?
No, Charlie, you forgot to say one thing. Like this was in the middle of fall and it was starting to get cold, so it was time for like jeans, jackets, hoodies. So just like fall. That's like you need to put that and you need to emphasize this. It was fall and the way
It
how
was.
Jason
It
dressed
was.
was like the most dumb thing ever.
Uh-oh.
And it wasn't even like it was like fall weather. It was like kind of chilly out, and so you know, Alex, me, and Luz, we pulled up with like jeans, some like sneakers, hoodies, bomber jacket, like just your typical like streetwear, I guess, if you will. And like, you know, because we were ready to watch this movie, it was gonna be lit. We pull up to the theater, and I remember when we step out, we saw like these three people in the front. They looked so goofy. Like they were wearing sandals with khaki shorts, some fucking Hawaii shirts. And I'm like, bro, I do not want to be like, who the fuck let them out at the crib looking like that? And I'm like,
And
and at first I didn't know who they were. I swear to God, on my mother, I didn't
yeah,
know who they were.
none
I
of
wasn't
us
even
knew who they
I
were.
was just paying attention to the drip, right? And
And
so when
then
we
we see a
stepped out,
familiar face.
exactly. As soon as we step out of the car and start getting closer to these figures, we were like,
Figures,
"Oh
bro.
my
What
god,
the fuck?
oh my god, dude! Like I know who these motherfuckers are." I look at Jason, I see his glass, I see Joey
Figures.
wearing, I see his fucking, I see Joey's
Like
flamingo
Jersey Shore,
shirt,
yeah.
bro. Oh my god, dude! It was these motherfuckers wearing the most something you would see someone like wearing a
In
Hawaii
summer.
or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
I was just like, why the my first I didn't even say hi to them. I'm like, why
No,
the
we just walked
fuck
past
are
them.
you exactly? We walked past them and we were like when we got into the theater and they came up like, oh, why'd you guys walk past us? I'm like, bro, look what the fuck you're wearing. Like, why are you like this, my guy?
They
Like you're
saw
about to go to the Jersey Shore or
yeah.
something.
You guys saw nothing wrong with it. Like we pretty much told you, like, what the fuck are you guys wearing? It's like 40 degrees out. Why are you wearing sandals and like fucking cargo shorts? Yes, someone like,
And
oh, like, I thought this looked nice. I'm like, dude, we're like, there's some cute bitches out here. And you just like this. It's like what? And then me and Luz were like together, just like standing still, like talking about like, why are these motherfuckers dressed like this, right?
Yeah.
And then Jason, like out of nowhere, like pulls up to me and Louis talking about, bro, I'm getting no bitches today. And I look forward, like there were these girls pointing at Joey, Jason, and like some and our friend just laughing at them. Because who the fuck posts up like that in
I don't
fall
remember
to the
that,
movie
bro. I
theater?
don't know what you're talking
Yes,
about there.
yes, yeah, I remember the specifics. I remember you said to me and Louis, yo, I'm getting no bitches today. That shit was so fun. I look up and I see girls pointing at you guys laughing. I'm like, I'm like, damn,
that's fucking ballsy though. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know
dude.
what made y'all guys want to go out like that, but hey, shout outs.
No, and Jason, I remember I had to give you my fucking hoodie so you could look a little bit decent.
I remember that. Yeah, I remember
There
that.
was no
And
saving
that
Joey though.
no, Joey was the lost cause because Joey was like wearing like some like sleeveless shirt. It looked off. Like everything about his outfit was terrible. He had zero drip, bro. He already gets no bitches with that
He had
outfit. He was
negative
getting even
drip,
less.
bro. He was
Or
in the fucking negative zone. It was
like,
hilarious. I could not stop laughing.
dude, no, like I remember like the funniest part about this, besides Jason telling me how he's getting no bitches, was like me, Jason, and like me, Charlie was like all. I mean, the three of us saw the other three. Like Jason comes like, "Yo, guys, what's up?" Like wanting us to dab him up. The three of us was not like talking or saying anything. We just looked at each other, just excited. Don't say anything. Just walk past them. We don't know who any of these idiots are. Because, dude, I have never seen someone in fog dressed like that in my life. And yeah, I thought like, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
That shit was
bro.
hilarious though, man. Like I said, I don't know what encouraged you guys to go like that, but hey, shit was fucking hilarious. Made it even better.
Wait, we didn't go with Diego. We went with Christian that day. I remember this because I remember by the end of the movie, you were talking about who's who, and I remember like the fat kid from the original one. I think his name was like no, it wasn't George. What the fuck was that kid's name?
But
The one that
Ben.
went from fat. Yeah, Ben. How you went from fat to skinny? You were arguing who's who. Remember we said that Jason's the girl or the bitch because curly hair. So like whatever. We just left with that. I remember me and Christian were arguing like who should be like the kid who went from fat to skinny. Christian tried arguing with me like, I lost like 20 pounds. I should be him. I'm like, dude, but he's kind of good looking. You're disgusting looking. And I remember I said, if anything, it should be me. Because at that point, I had lost like 60, 70 pounds. I had muscle, and I was like, pretty like decent looking at that point. I remember you all started arguing with me talking about Christian's ugly. He shouldn't be Ben or the guy who lost the weight.
Yeah, so then it was Christian, and yeah, it still doesn't excuse the fact that they look like I don't even know. You guys look like tourists at a fucking resort.
Yeah. Joey literally looked like that uncle, like the weird uncle from like the south that comes to visit you and to know like about how cold it is up here.
Exactly, Uncle Harold.
Yeah.
Uncle Harold. Oh no.
Speaking of uncles, Uncle Russell.
Nah, we'll get to that next episode.
Damn.
Uncle Russell.
That's a whole can of worms, man. That's why if we open that shit, we'll be here all night.
No. And if you let that man talk, this podcast won't even be an hour. It'll be like 12 hours, bro. I'm just talking about his past and the Rangers.
Hell yeah.
Fuck that. We're not even gonna go there.
But yeah, thank you, Alex, for being part of the episode today. Appreciate you.
Thank you for having me.
No worries.
We'll make sure to put in the description all his socials, all this stuff, so you guys can go check him out. Yes, we will.
Yeah, we will.
We have to.
Yeah.
I just want to know what photo y'all are gonna use for me, because I don't have photos of myself.
We'll look through your feed.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Oh no! If anything, we should use the photo of Charlie when the firework exploded in front of him. Maybe I'll make the meme of the parental advisory.
Oh my god, we definitely could do that as one of the pictures one day. But yeah.
I mean, actually, I have an idea with that one. But yeah, you'll see.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching today's episode, and peace out.
Peace out.